It's Sunday night, June 30th, 2019, and this week I'm exploring central New Brunswick. That's right, this past weekend I crossed into eastern Canada, and I'm enjoying it so far. There's a lot of public land, a lot of wilderness, and a lot of primitive roads. In fact, it was refreshingly easy finding a secluded and beautiful place to camp tonight. For dinner tonight, I'm heating up organic loaded baked potato soup. And I'm doing it inside the camper because the bugs are out and they're swarming a bit. I'm not complaining. I think I'm getting used to it at this point. It's good, but it's hot. I'm all settled in, so I'm gonna watch something on my iPad maybe and call it a night. Get up bright and early in the morning and keep exploring. Just an old tin roof. Looks like there was once a structure up on this clearing. Since the last time I was in Canada, GAIA GPS added a new base map for premium subscribers called Backroad Mapbooks Canada, and I'm taking some time to get to know it this week. I would normally use GAIA's default topographical map with their premium public land overlay, and that public land overlay is critical in finding legal places to camp and public roads to explore. Unfortunately, GAIA's public land overlay only applies to the United States and doesn't extend into Canada. But Backroad Mapbooks Canada seems to be the next best thing. First of all, it's a very colorful map with very detailed road networks, and like the public land overlay, the different types of land are tinted different colors to indicate whether they're public or they're private. I'm not sure how accurate it is yet, and I'm still trying to figure out what all the different colors mean. But this is extremely helpful, and I wish I had this when I was exploring British Columbia last year. Right off the bat, I have two very minor criticisms about Backroad Mapbooks Canada. And first, it's that the default color for land is brown. And that's beautiful and it makes sense, but I think it'd be far more legible if it were white, especially given how they color code different parcels of land to mean different things. Second, these maps are very heavy to download to my device for offline use, which means there's a lot of data here, so only a small area of land can take up very many megabytes of drive space on my iPad. That can be time-consuming and frustrating, and will take a little bit of planning as I'm traveling. That bridge at Wine Crossing is a main thoroughfare for ATVs and side-by-sides. It looks like it can support a vehicle, but it's built in an old trailer, so I'm not sure. I was able to bounce it when I jumped up and down, so I'm going to err on the side of caution and turn around. I know the Jeep could make it across, but I don't want to bend someone's bridge. I walked that water crossing, and if I had stayed to the left side, it would have been over my knees, but to the right side, it was up to my knees. So I kept to the right, and now I'm back on the logging road. This is Route 625. It was a paved 2-lane road just a minute ago. I have no idea where I'm going except for north. Backroad Map Books has been wonderful so far, but I'm looking for a place maybe to settle in for a night or two, someplace beautiful and remote, probably by water, with no bugs, good cell service, and maybe close to a Taco Bell. I think I'm gonna get beautiful and remote, but I don't know about the rest of the stuff. It's 4:30 p.m. on Monday, and this is an opportunity campsite. We have a fire ring that's still smoking, a pile of firewood. The people who were camping here are gone, and I'm fatigued from a lot of driving today, so I think I'm going to settle in. This campfire is a huge win. I'm outside. It's bug-free, it's beautiful, it's secluded. Granted, it's not by water, nor did I get the Taco Bell or the cell service, but I did get a stack of firewood and a ready-made fire that needed no help to get started. We are happy tonight. Something's out there. I think it's a moose. Do you see it? Now there's two of them. One's in the water and one's walking toward the water. This is awesome. Sitting on this bridge in New Brunswick, on July 1st, 2019, watching a couple moose in the water. Probably one of my favorite experiences of all time. It's an overcast Tuesday morning. I've got breakfast underway and it's drizzling just a tad. The rain picked up. I was going to walk around on foot, but I might as well keep exploring in the Jeep. Even though this campsite was right at the side of the main road, it was very peaceful. That was the biggest vehicle to pass, and it's 10 o'clock in the morning, so this has been an awesome spot. I'm glad I stopped here. There's a lot of lakes and mountains a short distance to the northwest of here, so I feel like I've just scratched the surface. So I'm going to keep heading in that direction and see what we find. Another campsite. While that bridge was most definitely askew, the left side seemed to have come to a resting point, so instilled a lot of confidence. No problem. Just taking a break to stretch my legs. I love this corridor of conifers and It's lined with these white flowers. And it's clearly a logging road, but sure is a lovely one. I thought I was onto something with this old 2-track, and indeed it leads to a campsite of sorts, but not particularly inviting. I'm gonna keep looking. It's Tuesday night, and I found someplace decent to settle in for the night. It's not as comfortable as last night, but it'll do. But I'm gonna call it a night. I think there's a storm coming. I will see you again in the morning. It's Wednesday morning in northern New Brunswick, and yesterday was a little bit fatiguing. The weather wasn't on my side, the endless logging roads, I had a little bit of trouble finding a place to camp, and the bugs were out again. So today I'm going into town. I'm going to do some wandering around there, recharge, grab a bite to eat, and I need to resupply anyway. I'm low on fuel, and there's some groceries I need to get. I'm in the city of Bathurst in northern New Brunswick, Canada, and I found a coffee shop that I really like. I found fast internet, there's a nice library, there's a brew pub or two, plus it feels nice just to be exploring in town a little bit, out of the bugs. Dangling wiring harnesses will not stand. Ow. This is the wiring harness for the rear locker sensor, and it has been broken for quite some time now. It doesn't do anything but tell the dashboard whether or not the locker is engaged, so I just don't care that much. I'm on the northern coast of New Brunswick, northeast of Bathurst, overlooking the Bay de Chaleur. It's a heck of a change of pace from the previous few weeks, but man, I needed this so badly. I had coffee today, I had pizza today, pepperoni, and it was all so wonderful. I enjoyed that egg sandwich that I made the other day, so I'm giving that another go. The bread could be toastier, but otherwise it's great. I was running around on the logging roads with my tires at 22 psi. I expect to be on pavement a bit, so I'm bumping them back up to street pressure. Passing through Shippagan, New Brunswick, with some of the cleanest, most colorful fishing boats that I've ever seen. Bonjour. Oh, wow. I'm at the top of Miscou Lighthouse on Miscou Island in northeast New Brunswick, Canada. And this is awesome. This is so incredibly beautiful, and it's such a beautiful day. This is actually the new working beacon, and the old one was decommissioned in 2003. No 4th of July is complete without hot dogs on the grill. Happy 4th of July, everyone back in the States. Also, happy Canada Day too. That was this past Monday. Yeah, I'm eating 3. It's 3:30 p.m. on Thursday afternoon. I'm just now leaving the Miscou Lighthouse area, and I need to track down a place to spend the night. I'm not sure where that's going to be yet, but I know that I want to do my work tomorrow in the city of Bathurst, so I'm heading in that direction. We can't wrap up the week without a waterfall. Pretty significant change in scenery considering I was just at the beach. But I found these falls south of Bathurst while looking for a campsite. Still haven't found my campsite. I'm gonna do that now. Wow. And I am highly visible from the road. Did not know that. This is hopefully my campsite for the night, but I'm not too thrilled with it because it's prime real estate along the river. It's really close to the city, so it's a good spot for random fishermen to show up, or illicit lovemaking, or other. So we'll see how it goes. I'm only staying here for the night and just for utility. Tomorrow I'm going to head into town. Alright, now that I'm settled in, it's been a heck of a week. There were a lot of challenges as I made my way into Canada. I drove the wrong way down a one-way street. Language barrier entered the equation for the first time. I wish I knew more French. I wish I knew any French. Backroad map books for GAIA GPS was spot on. The green tint means public land, and I found that the purple tint is generally private property that's gated. So I learned that. And it's just a beautiful area, New Brunswick. I had a lot of fun here. There's a lot to explore and a lot of great places to camp. Not to mention the coast is stunning as well, and I've only seen the northern coast, not the southern coast. So I'm going to call that a wrap for this week. As always, thank you all for following along, and I'll catch up with you again next Friday.